I want to ask you also about labor and the challenges that the growers have faced with H2A or not, and how that kind of plays in with housing and everything else.
Carson, you talk to as many growers probably as I do, and if you ask them what are your two main concerns, number one or two, depending on the day, is going to be, competition from foreign countries and labor. As a domestic supply of people that are willing to work and do harvesting of strawberries or harvesting of any crop by hand, as that diminishes, we've had to rely very heavily now on the H2A program. And it is not a perfect program by no means, but it is consistent enough that you can get your crop picked, but you're going to have to spend quite a bit more to do it with the H2A program. It's loaded with issues that need to be addressed at the federal level, and a lot of our commodity associations, like the Florida Strawberry Growers Association, are working with people in Washington trying to give them advice on how to make it better. And I think they want to make it better, but Washington, as you well know, can be a challenging place to get anything done. But so H2A is probably 55%, maybe 60% of the labor force for strawberries now. And I don't see that trend reversing. Hopefully we can get some relief that it's not so costly to do it, but it is reliable and they're qualified people to do it too.
What can a grower expect to have in overall cost from start to finish?
Dr. Zingfei Guan down at the University of Florida, I think you know Dr. Guan, he's a tremendous economist. We asked him that question a few years ago to put together some numbers for us so we would know what our true costs are. So you have to look at averages, obviously. So if you had an average year where you picked 3,000 flats per acre, he estimated that between fixed cost and variable cost, that you would have spent $30,000 an acre to break even. So you're at $10 a flat, $10 for 8 pounds of berries, at 3,000 flats per acre to break even is $30,000 in revenue. So that's a real number, and that's reoccurring every year. It's not, strawberries in Florida are an annual crop. They're not a perennial. So you can figure on risking a lot of money every year.
I get asked the question a lot, well, if I bought just a bare piece of ground, a vacant property, and wanted to start a strawberry farm, what would I spend?
A lot. And obviously, depending on the size of the farm, depends on your water needs, how big of a well, all those are big costs. I probably can't tell you what it would actually cost. I would say that you're going to spend somewhere close to, on top of the land cost, and that can be very variable, but depending on where you are in relation to a metropolitan area. But you're going to spend $10,000 to $15,000 just in development cost alone.
Yeah, that's a good number.